What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another update video. I've been trying to get this update video out for about 2 months now, and I've finally gotten around to it. Just stuff kept popping up, and I was really going to try to get it out by June because that was like the halfway stage. Because I think the last time I made an update video was around Christmas time last year, so it would have lined up neatly, and been like a halfway through the year stage. But it never got done, and then I was trying to do it on the 4th of July, which was a couple days ago, and which was stupid because all you could hear were fireworks outside. So we're gonna try this again. Hopefully I get through it. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick update video, nothing too long, just like a update on everything that's going on, stuff that I'm doing, stuff like that. So I wrote it down. First, we're gonna start off with the Very Ned Movie 3. And what's going on with that? A Very Ned Movie 3, for the first time in 8 years, yes, 8 years, this movie hasn't been in production for that long, but I first came up with the idea of it back in 2013, which I believe is 8 years ago. And of course, I'd filmed most of the movie back in 2018, and then I kind of did some like additional photography slash a little tiny bit of reshoots back in 2020, and I did most of the editing this year actually. I kind of procrastinated a bit, but that's kind of a good thing because back then I didn't have access to like the same amount of technology that I do today when it comes to my laptops and editing software. It would have been impossible to create something as fluid as a Very Ned Movie 3 is today back then, because nowadays I've color graded it, I've edited, like I did ADR. I mean, I could do ADR and all that stuff back then, but it just would have been a lot of work, and just the better the quality of the equipment kind of makes it easier, of course. So that's what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, Very Ned Movie 3 is almost done. Right now, I just have to add a bit of some music and some like sound effects, I guess you could say. So I think I can say with confidence that it should be out by July 23rd. But I have a bad track record with release dates, so that's why I've kind of haven't been saying anything about the release date. Not because I'm not confident that it'll come out in time, but just that I don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna come out in a month, guys, and then it actually comes out 3 years later, which is true because with the first Ned film, that's what happened, and I was like, yo, guys, it's gonna come out summer 2012, and it actually came out in autumn of 2015, so I don't want that to happen again. But nah, it's almost done. And yeah, up next on the list is Dark Universe Season 2. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this because I've already talked about it a lot on the podcast, but Dark Universe Season 2 has started. It's over on the Squadron Orange channel, which is my second channel. If you guys don't know about it, you can go subscribe to it, and I'll get more into that later. But moving on, Nedverse Chapter 2, still no big advancements. I've mainly just been trying to get a Very Ned Movie 3 finished, and just that I need to get Chapter 1 done before I start Chapter 2, is what I'm trying to say. But I'll try to get more work on that accomplished in the fall and go from there. So I'll talk more about that then. But I do remember in my last update video, I did talk about something called Project A, which was a project that I was working on. I'm still doing that. I was going to do, because like, without giving too much away with the whole plot and everything, it takes place in the mid-1960s, around the time that cassette tapes started to become a thing, and basically it's a horror story in the format of a recording. So one thing that really inspired me like a voice recording, one thing that really inspired me to do Project A in that way, instead of making it like a movie or whatever, was this is going to sound really cheesy, but the FNAF tapes with, I forget what the guy's name is, William Afton or something. Not so much like the actual FNAF games, but there was like a fan who made something, like a series of weird cryptic animations and everything, and that's where the whole criminal video came from. I forget what the guy's name is, but that really freaked me out. And that type of horror where like there's something unnerving, and then suddenly it cuts to like a weird distorted face. That got me going. That really freaked me out. So I do want to do something in audio format with Project A, and I'm having a bit of trouble with the script because it's just audio, and I've never done anything like that. And I've tried to look up stuff on YouTube, like, and I can't find anything else like that. So it's just that FNAF series and whatever I got going on in my head. But yeah, Project A is going to come out hopefully sometime in January of next year. I'll be honest, I don't even have the script ready yet, so if it does happen to be delayed or whatever, it will be. But yeah, I was also planning on doing like a physical release of Project A. This isn't the actual cover art, I'd fix that, but I actually bought a whole bunch of cassette tapes and, one moment, this cassette recorder, something like that, and I think you could actually record audio to a USB, and I think vice versa too. So if you have like a recording on the USB, you can actually put it on a cassette tape. I was like, yo, that's awesome. So I got this off of Amazon for $30, and it doesn't fucking work. So that's $30 down the drain, but I told myself, because it plays the tape, but no audio comes out. Like, you can see it moving the tape and everything, but no audio comes out. So I think I might incorporate it somehow in the Project A, and maybe, even though it's going to be an audio-based series, maybe have like in the background the tape playing on the machine. But I don't know. Yeah, I was going to have a physical release and have maybe like produce 10 of these and put them on tapes and then just give them away, like have like a quick giveaway for a limited time. And then if you were to happen to have a cassette player or whatever in your house, you could listen to it. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But, you know, what are you going to do? But I'll definitely incorporate it somehow, the machine, so it's not a complete waste of money. Next up, we got Squadron Orange Lineup, which is, again, my secondary channel. I know I said with Zero Hour that was going to be my last GTA 5 movie machinima, but then Dark Universe Season 2 came around, and then I was like, yo, I could also do, Riddler, or the Riddle movie machinima, and that just got me thinking, like, the machinimas, I don't want to do something such as a series again, such as like with the smoothies and everything, because that takes commitment. But if I do these one-off kind of projects, it kind of gives me more creative freedom, and I'm not like restrained to a single universe or anything. I mean, I know I'm doing Dark Universe Season 2, but if I do like these little like DC projects, like do Riddle or, other things, it kind of just gives me the opportunity to just kind of do what I want, kind of get more experience with editing. Because believe it or not, the Riddle machinima, that was my first time using the Power Director, which is my editing software, the paid version of it anyway, because I did use it beforehand, but Riddle was the first time I actually used it to its full extent and everything, and I was really getting to understand it and everything. So that actually paved the way and made it easier for me to edit projects such as Dunwich and A Very Ned Movie 3. But I am interested in, continuing the Squadron Orange channel, and I want more of its content to be diverse and not so much just funny compilation videos. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but if you just have like the same thing every now and then, it's not going to be as good. It might not attract as many people. But yeah, so here's the lineup for Squadron Orange, and we got some good projects here and there. The Dark Universe stuff is in the middle, and the other projects I'm obviously going to work on, as some of the projects up top, they've already been released, obviously, but I'll continue to work on them and try to get all of them out by the end of the year, and hopefully it'll be good fun. Second up, we have the hiatus. After Very Ned Movie 3, I will be taking a break. I'll still work on like the Squadron Orange stuff, but I'll just like, again, the Very Ned Movie 3 has taken like 8 years to finally complete, and ever since basically the creation of Ned, I've just been constantly working on the Ned projects and stressing about how I'm going to finish, the Ned trilogy. And the Smoothies was like a good kind of break from the Ned stuff, and that's kind of why it took so long for Very Ned Movie 3 to come out, why there was like a gap in between. But honestly, I just need like a month off to, chill, to watch, some movies. I have a huge Blu-ray collection. I'm probably going to make a video on that one day. Read, and I have so many graphic novels and comics that I haven't read yet, so I definitely want to get caught up on them. And yeah, so I'll probably take like a month or two off, just not do anything at all, just kind of work on the machinimas in my spare time. But I will, again, like with Nedverse Chapter 2, I will get back in the groove of everything in sometime in the fall. And last two things, I would like to formally announce Creator Dome 2, which will most likely come out sometime in mid to late September, like it did last year. The cast for Creator Dome 2 is going to be a lot larger than last year, and it will have a lot of like, trailer debuts and stuff like that. It'll be, it'd be good fun. And hopefully it'll have more of a professional feel and look. Last year it was just like a video over the Orange Domino podcast background, which was like tinted blue or something. So hopefully I'll come up with like a better idea or format, however you want to say it. It's hot as hell in my room. And yeah, so Creator Dome 2, it'll be fun. I've got like about 10 people or so, maybe like 8, I don't know, people who have agreed to do it. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I can't really say much for that right now, but it is in the works, and a lot of announcements will be there, and a lot of trailer debuts, stuff like that. And finally, the Very Ned Movie 3 is having a special little thing. It's never been done before, at least by me anyway. On inktothepeople.com right now, you can get official Orange Domino Studios and the World of Ned merchandise. And the main reason why I've always wanted to have merch. And whether it was like, for Orange Domino Studios or just for the World of Ned. But last year, with the release of the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder did this thing to raise awareness for suicide prevention, and I believe the foundation, correct me if I'm wrong, is the American Suicide Prevention Foundation, or something like that. And he did this like charity run through inktothepeople.com. So basically, what Ink to the People does, or they basically organize it so that it's sort of like a fundraiser. So it's not just like a, online shop like Etsy or something like that. All the money, and you can actually see how much you raised, and all the money goes to a specific organization or whatever. It's up to the person, really, who's selling them or designing them, which is me in this instance. So what I wanted to do originally was I wanted to bring awareness to the COVID pandemic surge, I guess you could say, in India. And, a lot of people are getting hit by that right now, and I guess they don't have enough resources and everything, and I wanted to help out in any way I could. So, I was gonna do that originally, but then I couldn't really find any reliable or, like, trustworthy, um, campaign organizations, stuff like that, that directly went to India, or the areas affected by it in India. So one thing, it was either going to, I narrowed it down to Save the Children and Doctors Without Borders. And while Save the Children is good, I think Doctors Without Borders was more like in the area that I wanted it to, like the money to originally go towards, like helping medical professionals and everything. So, so that's what I made the charity for. So all the money that's raised through, selling the merchandise and everything will all go to Doctors Without Borders. And yeah, so you got hoodies, you got t-shirts, you got hats. The goal is really just like $100. I don't think I'm gonna reach that goal because most of the money that you raise goes to into the people because they have to manufacture it, they have to ship it and everything. So I probably won't reach the goal of $100, but it's a good cause. You get merch. It's a win-win regardless. And yeah, so that's the update video. I haven't really made much content on my channel this year, at least on my main channel, besides the podcasts and everything. But I am interested in doing the podcast a lot more, and I might start doing solo podcasts. All my podcasts, since its conception, have been with guests and everything. But I might start doing it by myself. Might start talking about different subjects. And originally, I remember like in episode 1, I said something like the podcast was only going to be about movies and filmmaking and stuff like that. But honestly, if you just do that, it's kind of restricted in a way. So I might start trying to do something different and just kind of not go on rants or rambles or whatever, but just start like speaking my mind on certain subjects. And yeah, so I think I covered everything in this video. I did it in one shot too. I don't think I'm really going to do much editing with it. That's good. A Very Ned Movie 3 hopefully comes out July 23rd. And I'm going to leave my room before I have a heat stroke. So I'll see you guys soon. And subscribe to Squadron Orange if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like the video. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Much love. God bless.